Hello and welcome to Mission Control Houston. We're inside the International Space Station Flight Control Room, where the team here is monitoring systems aboard the space station and following along with the activities of the Expedition 29 crew on board the complex. The crew members are working through the early afternoon of their day. Today is Tuesday, October 11th. The crew members include cosmonaut Sergei Volkov and Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency astronaut Satoshi Furukawa, and NASA astronaut Mike Fossum, who is the commander of the space station. The crew members have started their week off on board the space station with some maintenance activities and science work. The maintenance work involves some upgrades to the water recovery system on board the station that recycles the water and urine on board for later use. The work in that involved upgrading a filter inside of the system to one that is reusable instead of needing to be replaced occasionally. It is now called the Advanced Recycle Filter Tank. There's also been associated maintenance that is done routinely with the water recovery system, taking samples and filling tanks inside the system, as well as some work with the environmental health system aboard the station. Some other upgrades included some software on board the complex and one of the racks that supports science experiments inside, with that upload of new software to the laptops that interface with the science experiments. Some of the experiments that the crew members have been working on include one for educational activities. Furukawa was participating in the Lego Bricks payload. It's a series of toy Lego kits that are assembled on board the station and used to demonstrate scientific concepts. Some of the models include satellites and a scale model of the International Space Station, and the one working with today was an exploration rover. An experiment that Fossum will work with is called PACE, a Preliminary Advanced Colloids Experiment, which is actually a pathfinder experiment for a later advanced colloids experiment that will fly to the space station. The current experiment is characterizing the conditions on board the space station to allow the future experiment to fly samples that may have an important impact on our understanding of fundamental physics, and also help with the technology demonstrations in extending the shelf life of consumables on future long-duration missions based on the data from that experiment. Cosmonaut Volkov has also been working with experiments called PneumoCard, which is an integrated study of the adaptation of the cardiovascular system of crew members during a long-duration microgravity mission. Students here on Earth are welcome to participate in experiments on board the space station. One of those announced this weekend, where students can actually propose an idea for an experiment in a global competition, and two winners will be announced in January, and both of those experiments will fly aboard the space station next year. The experiments will be performed on the U.S. portion of the space station that has been designated a national laboratory. Students from 14 to 18 years old are invited to participate in that competition. They are to submit a 2-minute video application by December 7th via YouTube, and up to 3 experiments in either life sciences or physics. There's more information on the YouTube website about this competition at www.youtube.com/spacelab.